Hey guys, Danny here with Skye Gardens, and today I am outside with my newly cut landscape fabric from my U-pick field, and I am burning holes so that I can plant flowers directly into the landscape fabric to help with weed control. I've got my handy little handheld propane tank, and I've got my template, which I'll give you a closer up look on, and I wanted to show you real quick how I'm doing it and give you a few tips so that you stay safe and do it properly. All right guys, so I thought I would share with you a closer up view of my landscape fabric template. Now I cannot take credit for this. I learned how to build this with taking the Floret workshop, and one of the videos Aaron and Chris show you exactly how to make these. Now I will say I think the one that she showed, it was only one particular measurement, and I did have to come back and figure out my own measurements for different spacing. But basically, you're just marking off all the holes. You're using a circular drill bit. You need to make sure you get one that is good with heavy metal, and you need a pretty powerful drill. And you want to make sure when you go to drill the hole in on the metal that you put like some wood underneath, because this is gonna cut through pretty quick. And then what she recommended doing is drilling these small holes at the top and using some kind of stick. I just used bamboo, zip tie it, and then tie some string so you can just lightly pull it along the fabric and you're not having to bend over, pick it up, bend over, pick it up. Kind of more ergonomical. It is fairly sharp, so just be careful. But overall, since I've started using it, it's been working really well. So let me show you how it looks out in the field. So you can see my template here is just an aluminum board. It does get really hot, but it's not going to burn with the flame. And I've measured out holes at 9-inch spacing. This is 4 foot wide. I have 6 foot landscape fabric, so that gives me a couple of feet in between each row. And I attached the pole to the top so that I can just pull it along. I chose to use aluminum sheet metal because it's a lot lighter weight than using another type of metal. It is more expensive, but this will last me forever. So I figured the investment is worth it. But I started at the end of the row and I'm just moving down as I burn, lining up the last holes with the top of the board here. You want to make sure when you're burning holes in your fabric that you're on top of either super dry dirt or gravel or concrete. You definitely don't want to be doing this on top of any live plant material like grass. It will catch on fire. You don't want to be doing it on anything wet. You just want everything to be dry and dead underneath, and that way you also don't burn bigger holes inside your fabric because it catches on fire. Make sure you have, safety on your propane tank. I like this click start because it'll stay on until I turn it off, so I'm not having to like re-click it unless it just happens to blow out with the wind. But let me show you how this is gonna work. So I'm gonna line it up, turn on the gas, click it open very fast. And there you have it. Make sure you wear some boots in case you need to stomp down a little bit of the fire. We're gonna move it, just sliding it. That also kind of saves your back a little bit, being able to slide it. So as you can see here, I started doing this one, moved to this one, don't know why, but anyways, I've got it laid out on this dry dirt and I'm just kind of working down the row. I'm lining it up with one of the lines on the fabric. And you can see here in between the two rows, there's just enough room to kind of move in between to be able to cut. But overall it's going pretty fast. You can see there's a hole or two every so often that's a little bit wonky, but overall it's working really well. And then here's my template. So like I said, 9-inch spacing across really like a 4-foot wide bed, and then just attach the bamboo pole with some string up top so I can pull it a lot easier. Just be careful because this aluminum gets really hot. Don't touch the aluminum, just pull on the string. So that's kind of it. As you can see, super fast. Hopefully I gave you a few good tips on how to burn the fabric safely and do it well. I will have linked below some of the materials that I'm using. And then for measurements, I mean, I guess it just depends on what you want to go for. Everything I'm going to be planting is either going to be 6, 9, or 12 inches apart. So what I did is I actually just drew it out on graph paper. I measured out a 4-foot by 2-foot space and then just hand measured it myself to get everything to fit, and then I just I took whatever measurements from the graph and transferred them to the board. I measured it, drew it out before I went and drilled the holes, and that worked out really great. For your drill bit, especially if you're going to use aluminum, you need a drill bit, a circular drill bit for heavy metal. Some of the lighter weight ones are not going to cut it. You need something for heavy metal in order for it to get through the metal, and even then you're going to have to use a little bit of muscle. Make sure when you're drilling the hole that you put like some kind of board underneath for the drill bit to hit into, so you're not damaging like your table or the ground that you're doing it on. All right, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm gonna try to finish up because Lord knows it is getting hot outside. I think we're in the hundreds today. And you can see I'm wearing my sun protection, but sweating profusely. So I'm gonna try to finish this up and head on in, and I will see y'all in my next video.